Okay, so I wanted to make a quick video about the Quest 2. Basically going over a few issues that I had when I was trying to connect it to the PC and play games like No Man's Sky through SteamVR. I ran into quite a few performance issues, and I searched everywhere over the internet and I just could not find an answer to the issue I was having. So I thought I'd make a bit of a video just in case anyone else is out there that has the same issue, and go over a few things that I'm not too keen about it really. So basically, when I was using the Quest 2, plugging it into my Steam, it would run fine. When it was loading SteamVR in the headset, it'd stutter a bit. Nothing major, like I could deal with it. But when I would load No Man's Sky, it would basically, on the computer, when it's showing it on the computer, it would be perfectly fine. It would look absolutely fantastic, high frame rate, perfect. With No Man's Sky, you see the two different eyes on the one screen. But when in the headset, it would come to the up next screen, but it wouldn't move from there. I could hear the game, I could move the controls, and I could hear me clicking to start a game, the different options that are on there. Now, I had searched the internet for 3 days. That's no exaggeration. I was going through for 3 days, different issues, downloading this and that, changing files, everything. Nothing worked. Then I remembered doing something, playing a game before, and it turned out that I remember Windows Defender was giving me issues. So I thought, just on a whim, I disabled my Windows Defender and the game loaded in the headset instantly. Now, don't get me wrong, the performance was shocking, like it was really bad. Now, I run a i7 9700K, a 2070 Super. I've got 32 gig of the Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro, whatever it is. So in my head, I'm thinking I shouldn't have any issues with it. Maybe a few stutters, but essentially when I was landing on planets and stuff like that, it would horrendously lag out. So I figured it's got to be something to do with the in-game. Now, when you've got your headset on, you can't see the screen properly. So I recorded my screen and it was running perfectly fine. So I put all my settings down in the game to the minimum, still having the same issues. And to be honest, that kind of issue did sort itself out a little bit depending on the planet I was on. However, there is still stutters, and as we know with VR, when you've got your headset on and you're stuttering, it can really make you, like, if you're like me, I have issues with the motion sickness because I only got my VR at Christmas and I'm still not used to it, so I'm getting a lot of motion sickness. So when you're stuttering, you're walking forward and then you're stuttering, then it's like jolting back and stuff. It can really put you off, of playing. But essentially, sorted Windows Defender out, I switched it off completely, worked fine. I then I was watching videos on YouTube, as you do, trying to find a solution, found a couple of solutions, and it turned out tweaking the DLSS helped a lot. However, you then sacrifice the picture quality, and unfortunately I can't help with that part. But with the Windows Defender, if you ever have any issue where you can't load it up, try Windows Defender, because that helped me. Now, what I wanted to talk about next was a couple of the dislikes about the Quest 2. So I've bought games. I have friends that have the Quest 2, but they don't use it plugged into the PC. So I buy games on the Quest 2 to play with them. However, I also have other friends who have games on the PC but haven't bought them on the Quest. So one of the things I don't like is when you purchase game, for instance, I recently bought that King's Spray Graffiti. I've got it on the Quest. And I have people who have got it on the Oculus. We're not talking about SteamVR here. They've got it on the Oculus store. Now, really, it's the same company. You know, it's Facebook. It's the same company. Why can't I play my graffiti game using the Quest one, but playing with people on there, if I was to plug it in or use the Air Link? I get that they're different versions of the game. The Quest one's like way ahead. I believe the Quest one is 71.2 or 72.1. I'll just turn that on. And I think it's the Oculus Store one is something like 2.7 or something silly like that. So what I'm essentially saying is, why can't I plug my PC into my Quest and play the game with the friends that are on there? Why can't I just have the same? Why can't I be on the same version? And why isn't it the same version? To me, that kind of thing is a bit of a money making scheme, to be fair. However, I would recommend the Quest to anyone who wanted to get a VR as an entry to playing VR games. Now, with going back to the issues that I had before, I haven't actually had any issues with really any other games. Pavlov, had an issue with Pavlov. That was a bit of a pain, especially as it's a first-person shooter. And I left the snapping on, so like when I'm turning, I'm snapping. But settings down, and you still get stutters. And when you're playing a first-person shooter, it's not what you want. You don't want stutters. It's off-putting. It can make you motion sick, and it ruins your game and the immersion. Okay, so that's pretty much my rant about the performance issues on the Quest. But I'm going to try and do some more videos on the channel to do with the Quest, my VR games, playing my games. Maybe just some videos like this where I'm talking. It took me ages to set this up, but I'd like to do more videos like this, however. So if you do end up coming across this video, just let me know. Let me know if it helped. If it didn't help, let me know, because it may have just been a single thing for me. It might have just been a fluke for me. I don't know. But if you let me know, like put something in the comments or something, and then I'll know if it helped you. But other than that, I hope you have a good one.